From above, this mansion appears like a gigantic maze, with hundreds of buildings closely clustered together, creating a harmonious and majestic whole. This is the Wang family mansion, renowned as the largest private residence in China, surpassing even the Forbidden City in terms of size. The architecture is not only overwhelming due to its massive scale, but also contains fascinating historical stories of the Wang family, a renowned clan that once held vast wealth during the Ming and Qing dynasties. What makes this structure particularly special is not only its enormous scale, but also the journey of over 300 years to complete it. For today's video, let's explore the magnificent beauty of the Wang family mansion and discover why it took 3 centuries to become one of the greatest architectural symbols of China. The Wang family mansion is located in Lingxi County, Shanxi Province, China, and is one of the greatest residential architectural works in Chinese history. Situated about 12 kilometers east of the center of Lingxi County, this mansion was built over more than 300 years during the Ming and Qing dynasties. In 2006, it was designated a National Scenic Spot of Class B and has since attracted millions of tourists from both China and abroad annually. The Wang family mansion covers a total architectural area of 250,000 square meters, far exceeding the 150,000 square meters of the Forbidden City in Beijing. Although it is not as large as the entire area of the Imperial Palace, about 720,000 square meters, the Wang Mansion leaves a strong impression with its effective use of space. The buildings are arranged closely together, creating a sense of grandeur and majesty when viewed from above. With its quadrangular design encompassing 231 courtyards and 2,078 houses, this structure truly resembles an architectural maze. The overall layout of the mansion is organized scientifically, with 5 main avenues and 6 large buildings. One remarkable feature when viewed from above is that the entire complex is arranged in the shape of the character Wang, the prestigious symbol of the family. Within the mansion, there are a total of 123 Xi'an, a traditional compound consisting of a central courtyard surrounded by 4 buildings in the 4 directions, east, west, south, and north, and 1,118 rooms. The overall layout includes 5 avenues, 6 main buildings, with smartly designed courtyards that facilitate movement while maintaining a sense of openness. The buildings are stacked and interconnected delicately, not only providing diversity, but also complementing each other in function. Inside, the space is divided into the inner and outer courtyards, reflecting the hierarchical order of the feudal society. The inner courtyard is where the family elders live and work, containing luxurious rooms and solemn ceremonial areas, while the outer courtyard is for the younger generation and servants, designed more simply but still fully equipped. Additionally, within the inner courtyard, there is a division between the main and auxiliary courtyards. The main courtyard is designed for the elders, while the auxiliary one is for those of lower status. This structure reflects the family hierarchy and the societal norms of ancient times. One of the most notable features of the Wang family mansion is the perfect combination of architecture and feng shui principles. The building is backed by a mountain, with the main entrance facing south, a favorable position to catch the cool breeze in summer and block the cold winds in winter. This architecture not only ensures aesthetic appeal, but also creates an ideal living environment, blending harmoniously with nature. Furthermore, the courtyards are intelligently designed, making movement easy while maintaining a sense of openness. The communal courtyards connecting the buildings serve as spaces for various family activities, from meetings and discussions to formal ceremonies. Moreover, the mansion is renowned for its exquisite carvings on stone, wood, and brick. The intricate decorations, ranging from rare animals and birds to folk tales, not only showcase the craftsmanship of the artisans, but also hold feng shui significance, symbolizing the wealth and prosperity of the family. Additionally, the room layouts are thoughtfully organized. The living room is typically located at the center, spacious with high ceilings, reflecting the family's grandeur, while the bedrooms are arranged at the back for privacy and quietness. This arrangement not only aligns with feng shui principles, but also reflects the status of each family member. In addition to the main buildings, the mansion also features several auxiliary structures such as weaving rooms, kitchens, and communal dining areas. These are interconnected by central courtyards, creating a strong bond between the living spaces. Each area has its own unique character, contributing to the diversity and richness of the architectural complex. The walls, columns, and windows are all meticulously carved, combining with greenery and natural light to create an atmosphere that is both solemn and welcoming. Today, although some areas of the mansion have deteriorated due to the passage of time, its splendid and luxurious beauty remains intact. Some buildings are open to tourists, becoming a famous destination in Lingxi County, Shaanxi Province. The Wang family mansion is not only an architectural masterpiece, but also a symbol of a glorious period in ancient Chinese history, cultural and historical value. According to Sohu, Wang Chengjai led his family to settle in the Jinzhong region in 1313 at the end of the Yuan dynasty. During the Ming dynasty, the Wang family became wealthy through trade and became a prestigious family during the Qing dynasty. During the reigns of emperors Kangxi, Qianlong, and Jiaqing, the Wang family reached its peak, having opportunities to cooperate with the imperial court, with many members being promoted to high ranks. Experts consider the Wang family mansion a miniature representation of the merchant culture of ancient Jinzhong. The Wang family is a typical representative of the merchants from this region. The construction of the Wang family mansion stands as a testament to the family's status and wealth, while also reflecting the business acumen and commercial spirit of the people from Jinzhong. Historical artifacts and documents preserved within the mansion provide valuable evidence for researching the merchant culture of this region. The Wang family mansion is also seen as a representative example of ancient Chinese folk architecture. The mansion's architectural style is incredibly diverse, blending the grandeur of northern Chinese architecture with the elegance of southern Chinese designs. What about you? Do you have any other information or thoughts about this largest mansion in China? Feel free to leave your comments below and let's discuss it together.
The tallest unfinished building in China is also the tallest unfinished building in the world, the Tianjin Golden 117 building. As an iconic symbol of China's troubled real estate industry, the 117 building, located in Xiqing District, Tianjin, is widely known. But what is the real reason behind its incomplete status? Is it due to the struggling Chinese economy, the real estate bubble, or the plunge in property prices? In September 2023, we captured aerial photos of the Tianjin Golden 117 building using a drone, only to discover that it wasn't the only unfinished structure in the area. This video offers the most comprehensive analysis of why the 117 building remains incomplete. If you're curious about the truth behind this skyscraper's fate, be sure to watch the entire video. The title of the world's tallest unfinished building is certainly one that the Tianjin Golden Financial 117 Tower never wanted. It took 7 years to build, but has remained unfinished for 8. Why? Whenever unfinished buildings in China are discussed, this tower is always mentioned. Developed by Golden Group with an estimated total investment of over 70 billion yuan, the 117 building stands at 596.5 meters tall. It was the 5th tallest building in the world when its construction began, and the tallest in China when it was topped out in 2015. If completed on schedule, it would have held an incredible record, but instead, it holds the dubious distinction of being the tallest unfinished building in the world. During our visit to the 117 building, we found not just one, but several other unfinished structures nearby. As we dug deeper, we uncovered surprising details about why this ambitious project, along with others, was abandoned. This analysis provides insight into the root cause of the 117 building's fate. On February 21, 2023, another unfinished landmark, the 195-meter-high Songri headquarters building in Guangzhou Science City, was successfully auctioned for 1.312 billion yuan after 2 failed attempts. Its initial valuation was 2.56 billion yuan, meaning the final price was just half of its assessed value. The Songri headquarters owner, Fuda Real Estate, is a subsidiary of Pan Sutong's Golden Group, which also owns the 117 building. Interestingly, most of Golden Group's real estate projects, including skyscrapers, remain unfinished. Coincidence? When we examined Golden Real Estate's official website and financial reports from previous years, it became clear why the 117 tower project stalled. The company ran out of money. Golden Real Estate developed the 117 tower from 2008 to 2015, when it was still a listed company in Hong Kong. In 2015, during its stock price peak, the company had a market value of over $10 billion, and Pan Sutong ranked 6th among Hong Kong's richest people. So, where did the money go? Golden Real Estate's 2015 financial report reveals that despite investing heavily in the 117 tower, their revenue for that year was only 560 million yuan. The report also stated that completing the tower would require an estimated $10 billion. While the company held 1.88 million square meters of property, the construction area of the 117 tower itself was only 280,000 square meters. Drone footage revealed not just the incomplete 117 building, but a sprawling area of unfinished structures, including two 225-meter twin office towers, 20,000 square meters each. The new Beijing-Tianjin Convention and Exhibition Center, 10,000 square meters. A 20-story opera house, 36,000 square meters. A luxury business hotel, 180,000 square meters. 33 high-end shopping malls, 1,000 square meters each. 11 villas and 11 townhouses, 540 square meters each. 12 residential buildings, 165 square meters each. All of these projects remain unfinished, painting a grim picture of Golden Group's financial struggles and the broader challenges in China's real estate sector. Let's first examine the current state of the 117 building. Since its completion in 2015, construction resumed briefly in 2017, 2018, and 2019. However, since 2019, no further work has been done. During the last construction phase in 2019, part of the glass curtain wall was installed. Approximately 2/3 of it is complete. Inside, many construction facilities remain, including an elevator still on the roof. Originally, there were 4 tower cranes, but all except one have been dismantled. These facilities have now been exposed to the elements, wind, sun, and rain, for over 8 years, causing visible rust and deterioration. Some parts are so corroded that they appear to be rotting. The 117 building was designed as a 117-story skyscraper with 3 underground levels. Floors 1 through 6 were intended to house the lobby, while floors 7 through 92 would include Class A office spaces, hotel restaurants, and conference rooms. Floors 93 to 117 were planned for a 6-star hotel, featuring the world's highest swimming pool on the 115th floor, a sightseeing hall on the 116th floor, and a revolving restaurant. Unfortunately, these ambitious features remain unrealized, leaving the 117 building with only one record: the world's tallest unfinished building. Adjacent to the 117 building are the Twin Towers, each 225 meters tall and planned to have 43 floors. Currently, only about a dozen floors have been built, with construction starting much later than the 117 building. These towers lack protective measures, resulting in even greater rust than the 117 building itself, raising concerns about their future structural safety. To the east of the Twin Towers lies a villa area and high-rise residential buildings. These were planned in 2 phases, but reportedly only 12 units from the first phase were sold. The high price, significantly higher than surrounding properties at the time, likely deterred buyers. Even in 2023, property listings show prices at 32,000 yuan per square meter, compared to 19,000 yuan per square meter for nearby developments. East of the villa area is the Tianjin Huanya International Polo Club and Theme Park. When using a drone to survey the area around the 117 building, Numerous factories were visible nearby. This part of Xiqing District, Tianjin, was farmland 16 years ago and still contains large areas of unused land. Promotional slogans advertising factory land for sale with a down payment of 500,000 yuan can still be seen along the roads. One wonders why a company chose to build China's tallest skyscraper in such a location. The decision likely reflects the vision, and perhaps hubris, of Golden Group's founder, Pan Sutong. Pan Sutong's rise and fall is dramatic. Ranked 6th on the Forbes Hong Kong Rich list in 2016 with a net worth of $12.2 billion, he was declared bankrupt by a court in 2022. Born in Shaoguan, Guangdong, in 1963, he immigrated to the U.S. in 1976 and later returned to Hong Kong to establish a business empire. In the 1980s, with family financial backing, Pan began manufacturing appliances for Panasonic, earning his first fortune. He founded the Songri Group, producing household appliances endorsed by Hong Kong celebrities, including Nicholas Tsay and the pop duo Twins. Despite his business achievements, Pan Sutong's personal behavior has been controversial. At a company celebration, he forcibly kissed a member of Twins, leading them to publicly describe him as disgusting. Known for his extravagant lifestyle, Pan spent 20 million Hong Kong dollars on a polo horse and became vice president of the World Polo Association. In 2008, Pan made a bold foray into real estate, declaring his intent to build China's tallest building in Tianjin. He claimed it would be a legacy project that, centuries later, people would still ask about. Unfortunately, the reality has been far less glamorous. In 2013, Pan Sutong, a red wine enthusiast, spent 146 million yuan to purchase a French winery. On May 21, 2015, 2 properties under his name were listed for sale. The company's stock plummeted, wiping out 120 billion Hong Kong dollars in market value in a single day. Based on his shares, his wealth shrank by over 80 billion Hong Kong dollars. Yet shortly after, he purchased a mansion for 2.5 billion Hong Kong dollars and moved next to Li Ka-shing, believing proximity to the tycoon would be advantageous. In early 2020, Pan Sutong borrowed over 10 billion yuan from Li Ka-shing to repay company debts, with an interest rate of 8%, higher than standard bank rates. He also borrowed twice from Gao. By 2022, CITIC Bank filed for his bankruptcy as a guarantor for a company loan of 8 billion yuan. The court declared him bankrupt, and his companies were liquidated. In Golden Real Estate's 2015 financial report, Pan Sutong claimed that Tower 117 would be completed in 2016. By 2016, this was postponed to 2017. However, only capping was achieved, and large-scale work never resumed. By September 2023, 8 years after its capping, the building remains exposed to the elements, with visible rust. If this neglect continues, China's tallest building may face demolition. Golden Group considered selling the project as early as 2015 to repay debts and recover. However, Tianjin faced challenges that year. On August 12th, the catastrophic Tianjin port explosion caused 165 deaths, 798 injuries, and extensive property damage, raising concerns about Tianjin's future. Meanwhile, China imposed skyscraper height restrictions due to high costs, fire risks, and high vacancy rates. Cheng Yutong, one of Hong Kong's wealthiest, invested 460 billion yuan in skyscrapers across 4 cities, including Tianjin. The 117 building, with an estimated cost of over $10 billion, already consumed 40 billion yuan, illustrating the financial burden of such projects. Fire safety remains a concern. Days before this filming, a fire broke out on the 32-story Xintiandi building in Tianjin. Firefighting equipment only reached 30 stories, highlighting the limitations in fire management for tall buildings. High vacancy rates also hinder the 117 building's viability. the shift toward remote work has reduced the demand for office space. Many businesses continue to embrace this model, favoring cost-effective shared offices like WeWork. In 2023, Savills reported unhealthy vacancy rates for Grade A office buildings. Beijing, 18.3%, Shanghai, 16%, Guangzhou, 20.8%, Shenzhen, 27%, Hangzhou, 30%, and Tianjin, 34%. By 2025, Tianjin is expected to add 300,000 square meters of office space, while the 117 buildings' 7th to 92nd floors will contribute 200,000 square meters. With a daily unit price of 4.8 yuan per square meter and a 34% vacancy rate, annual rental income would be 230 million yuan, taking 35 years to recover the 70 billion yuan investment, excluding maintenance costs. In the context of the current severe economic downturn, where major real estate developers like Country Garden and Evergrande face financial distress, no company seems willing to take on this burden. Golden Group and its owner have gone bankrupt, leaving the 117 building awaiting auction. If no buyer steps forward, the building's safety could deteriorate in a few years, and demolition may become its ultimate fate. Demolishing this 597-meter-high structure would undoubtedly present a massive challenge. In 1999, German economist Andrew Lawrence introduced the skyscraper index, which suggested that a recession often follows the construction of the world's tallest buildings. Economic cycles and skyscraper projects influence each other. Skyscraper investments peak when economic growth stagnates and recession looms. American-Austrian economist Mark Thornton's skyscraper index model successfully predicted the 2008 financial crisis as early as August 2007. And China's current economic downturn is a sign of the cycle to come.